Hello ladies and gentlemen, I have just finished my first playthrough of The Last of Us and I'm going to do a whole separate video on talking about that nonsense. But the main thing I wanted to discuss, is that Joel's death. A lot of people, spoilers, Joel's dies, whatever. It's been out for a month now if you've not played the goddamn game. Joel dies, right, in The Last of Us 2. He just dies. And Joel's death is trash. It is trash. Regardless of what you say, it's trash, okay? Joel's death is rubbish. They kill off him in such a rubbish way, and I'll have a bunch of videos coming out in the up-and-coming days and weeks talking about this game and what I think of it. And I don't even know if I'll replay it on YouTube or on tweet or on stream or whatever, but Joel's original death in the concept art that can be found once you've completed the game, you can purchase with your little XP points up here. You have a few hundred if you complete the game. You can purchase some concept art and some models and figurines and things like that, but if you unlock the chalet pictures in the concept art and you open them up, this is originally concept art for what Abby should have looked like, right? This is what Abby was originally going to look like. She didn't look like that in the end, obviously. She ended up looking like something else, which we'll look at in a different image. But that was meant to be Abby. That was meant to be what Abby looked like. And Joel and Tommy were meant to arrive at the chalet with her, and she was meant to have all of her gang with her, all the Avenge gang who wants to get revenge on Joel for what he did. And then she was meant to have a one-to-one with Joel, where Joel tries to retaliate with a gun, and she ends up chopping his arm off, stabbing him, and then leaving him for dead up against this wall, armless and bloody, waiting for Ellie to come and have a final meeting with him and a final little one-to-one with him before he passes away, and that would have set Ellie off on her vengeance. No sort of concept art about golf clubs, no sort of concept art about Abby and her 10,000 army men trying to hold him down and batter him. Much more, in just these two images alone gives me more emotion towards the death of an amazing character than what actually happened to him. And when there's amazing video game deaths, which we'll go into, like Ghosts in Modern Warfare and Arthur's in Red Dead Redemption and other characters and the other, Halo Reach's characters and Gears of War characters, all amazing death scenes and things like that in video games. And then Joel, who we've had 7 years of waiting for to see him and Ellie come back and take hold of a game for themselves. And we end up getting the worst character death I've ever seen in a video game. And not shock value, just boring and stupid and unnecessary and just unscripted, really. It looks terrible. It plays out awful. And what an unfitting way for a character to have passed, when really these two screenshots alone of the concept art look more impressive to me as a fan of The Last of Us to have seen what these cutscenes would have looked like. But that is Neil Druckmann for you. And just to include as well in this video, talking about how Joel's death was robbed, like, we have in this packing up concept art pack that you can unlock for like 5, whatever those points are. You unlock that concept art pack and you can see Ellie making her way towards the lodge where he dies. That being literally more horrific than whatever the hell Abby did with that stupid golf club. But this being an absolutely wrecked Joel with a bloody eye missing, his jaw all ripped, a knife in him, his arm probably chopped off like from the first concept art. And then having her to witness that, and then flashbacks to him and Tommy and Ellie being with Dina and Jesse and debating about the patrol and everything, and then eventually the final shot of Ellie standing over them as Joel's getting put away in his body bag. Like, none of this was in the game, and this would have made it so much more moving, so much more brutal. It would have, this would have really made the game feel a lot more brutal. It would have made the game feel a lot more real, and it was just an absolute waste what they did with such an amazing character. Joel's death was wrong, and I knew obviously his death was going to be in The Last of Us 2, but the way they executed him and the way they executed the death scene was just done so poorly that a creative writing student at university could probably have done a better job. So, yeah, it's annoying. He was a great character, and he was robbed from us in a really stupid way. So, more videos, like I said, coming up soon, but I just wanted to add this bit of concept art at the end just to show you guys what I was on about, because they did have some form of what looked to be some form of actually moving content that they just, I don't know for what reason, they just ignored it and just decided to go for super hench awesome Abby with a golf club just beating the shit out of Joel. So don't know, but yeah, bit frustrating because those, like, the 4 concept arts we've found so far in this video has probably been more moving to me to see in a cutscene than what was actually in the game. So yeah, it's just frustrating. Bloody penis who can't figure out how to put pen to paper without making a crap story. So Last of Us 2, we will review it in a different video. Subscribe for more. I am pissed. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia. Darling, I'm just so fed up with. What does perfect even mean?